In today's video, we'll be talking about a new Pokemon Pocket tweet. They just put this out with a bunch of information about the next update. Now, the next update is going to be the anniversary, so everyone is expecting it to be huge. We're expecting maybe some new game modes, something to keep people engaged in the game. So let's dive into this news. I just downloaded the picture they tweeted out. Let's go over it real quick. So they're saying, greetings, thank you for the incredible support. Pokemon TCG Pocket is preparing to celebrate its first anniversary. And they're very grateful to us for spending our money in their game. But yeah, they said they're going to share a sneak peek. So this is the sneak peek right here. There's 3 different features that they say is focused on card collecting to create an even more enjoyable experience, which is nice. Of course, I know a lot of free-to-play players have been struggling because they haven't really given out any hourglasses. The first feature is it's going to let you give 1 to 4 diamond rarity cards to friends. So that means once a day, you'll be able to gift up to an EX card to one of your friends. And this is fantastic, especially if you have a whale friend. Make sure you're nice to them because they might end up gifting you a card that you don't have yet or something that they pulled from a new pack. Maybe you pulled something and you want to give it away too. You could do that. This is actually a great feature. I like this a lot. This helps out free-to-play players for sure. 1 card to each of your friends. So it's not just one friend. You can actually do it to all of your friends. That's nice. I'm glad they didn't add a restriction on that. And it says once friends send you cards through the share feature, you can select and receive 1 card each day. Okay, so you can only receive 1. This is nice. This is a great feature. I love this. People always complain about not being able to catch up with the new sets. So this is, they listened in that sense. I think one of the biggest complaints, we have a huge casual player base for this game, is they just can't keep up with the new sets. This should help out with that. I like how they're implementing these features. Let's see what the next one is. It says range of tradable cards expanded. No way. No way. They said you'll be able to trade cards from even the most recent booster packs. Wait, so when Megas release, if you can't open the Mega set and someone you know opens it, they can trade you immediately. That is huge. I did not think they would do this. And they're also increasing it so you can trade 1-star, 2-star, shiny 1 and 2 rarity cards. 1 stars and 2 stars you can trade now? I didn't think they were going to do this because obviously Pokemon's a very greedy company, but this is fantastic. I wonder if it's going to cause like some kind of marketplace, low-key, some kind of shady marketplace where people are selling 2-star rarity cards online. They'll just add you and then trade you. I wonder what it's going to take. I guess how much shine dust it'll take to trade for a higher rarity card. It might be quite a bit. But still, you're getting a 1 to 2-star card for that. I could even use this. I'm missing a lot of 2-star cards. This is fantastic. Who wants to trade? Hey, join my Discord. If you guys have not already, we have a bunch of people trading in there almost every day. So make sure you guys all join, and you can add people in there, message them on there, and then figure it out. Trade your rare cards. This is... I was wrong. I've said in the past multiple times, they're not going to do this. I was wrong. This is fantastic. I love this. All right, third one. Improvements to the Wonder Pick feature. Cards from the latest expansion that you have not obtained will appear more often. Oh, good. I feel like I never get anything in Wonder Pick. So if you're trying to complete a Pokédex, this makes it maybe easier. You still have to get lucky and hit the card, of course. It says the number of cards you currently own will be displayed on each card in Wonder Pick. Good. So you know if you want to go for it or not. That makes it so much easier than having to go back and look at your Pokédex. That is awesome too. These 3 changes are great. I like all of these. That's really good. Said they're continuing to listen to player feedback, maintaining the game to help it ensure an enjoyable experience. A new expansion is planning to kick off at the end of October. More details will be shared at a later date. We hope you look forward to it. All right, this is kind of making me a little nervous here. Now, these are obviously all good changes, like thumbs up for sure. But none of this is new content. 0 new content here. This is just expanding on what we already have. Or just like not even expanding, just making it more flexible with trading and etc. This last line here is making me think maybe we're not receiving any new content outside of a new expansion. And that would be kind of rough because I think a lot of the reason sales, their revenue is cut in half, and same with their player count and everything, and it's dipping so hard, is because there's not anything to keep people playing the game. They open their daily packs and they hop off. Trading is great, and it's going to help create more community, being able to trade higher rarities, and easily complete the expansions. That's nice, right? People will stick around for that potentially, but I think a lot of people just do their dailies and then they eventually forget about it and then just never log into the app again because there's nothing else keeping them in there. There's no campaign mode. There's like all these little things. You can't spectate your friends or anything, which that should have been in the game when it was released. I mean, I made a video about this recently, but I played a lot of other card games and mobile card games too. I played a ton of them, and they've had so many features, little features, like not even anything super crazy that would make the game better, and this doesn't have any of them. So I was really hoping that they would add some kind of new content to keep people playing the game, because if they just drop this will be nice and it'll keep the game alive for maybe potentially a little bit more, but we need new content. And if they just drop another booster set, people are just kind of getting tired of it, and I think the game will die. We need some new content. So this is all great, don't get me wrong, I'm really hyped for these, but I'm super worried about just people getting bored and having nothing to do in the game. That's a huge issue, and this doesn't sound like, I mean, maybe there'll be something else alongside that expansion. Yeah, I don't know. This is good. I'm glad they're listening. I think the #1 complaint for the Google Sheets that they put out, the questionnaire, was probably, hey, we can't keep up. These sets are dropping too fast. You don't give us enough hourglasses, etc., etc. So this is kind of their answer to that. You can just trade. You don't even need to open these packs. You can just trade in the future now. And this last deluxe set was just to give people a break too and like collect, and for them to juice whales, of course. But so they're addressing those issues. I think after they fix all that, even if people are still able to continuously collect, they're still going to get bored if there's nothing to do with the cards. And I think having some kind of pipeline to draw people more into the game and into the community, because if you're watching my videos, you're probably a little bit into the community, but if there was more like fun seasonal game modes, you can only use one type. I mentioned this in my other video. That would be awesome. That would get people more engaged. It would obviously people watch more videos, which would be nice. But if they get involved in the community, they stick around. They stick around longer, and they play the game longer, and they don't just open their dailies, hop off, and forget about it, right? So I'm really hoping this is great. This is a step in the right direction, but we need some new content alongside this. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.